All right, you guys, we have a full lineup of people. So please, give this next storyteller a very warm welcome. But get ready to make this place thunder with applause, you guys. Get ready. To Ben. Ben! Oh, watch your step. There you go.
Hello, hello, hello. How the argument started. I have a friend. He's got difficulties finding a job. He can't get through an interview. So I started coaching him, and I said, come on, man, you got to really work with it. And so he had a nice interview, and he got all the way to the end of it. And he said, at the end of it, man, I just messed up because I had it going right up until then. I said, well, what happened? He said, well, the guy said you've done really well. I just have 2 questions to ask you. And he said, tell me your greatest strength. He says, well, you know, I am brutally candid. I am honest. I mean, I say what's on my mind, you know, and that's just it. And he says, well, that's good. He said, but it's also my greatest weakness. And he says, I don't think that's a weakness. And my friend said, I don't give a fuck what you think. And that's how the argument started. But I want to tell you a story, and this is a real story. My son is an electrical engineer, and he works for a company in Taiwan. And he says, Dad, come on with me to China, and I'm going to do a little quality control work in Shanghai, and then I'm going to take you around to Beijing. We're going to go see the Great Wall, and then we're going to, go to Shanghai, and we're going to do all this stuff. I said, cool. And so we fly into Shanghai. We go out to this guy's factory. And he lives on like 10 acres of land, and he has like 100 workers, and they have a dorm, and they live and they eat and they sleep there, and he's got a factory, and they make all these components for Volvo, for Volkswagen, and for Tesla. And so my son, he works on parts for Tesla Motors. And so they invite us to stay in this compound, and that's what it is, a compound. And so this guy has a 3-story mansion, I mean, with all this great Chinese furniture and artwork and everything, and they invite us to stay there. And I said, great. And my son says, look, Dad, there's certain protocol you got to follow. And Chinese are really into saving face. Everything they give you to eat or drink, you partake. Don't turn your nose up at anything. I said, no problem. And so this woman was a great cook. And you know how they have those great big lazy Susans? And they wheel them around and you get a little bit of everything, get a little bit of everything. So I'm eating and then I'm drinking. They got this white lightning kind of drink. And so I'm tired and I'm jet lagged. And so I go up. I said, I got to go to sleep. And so I get in bed in that great big redwood bed and I fall asleep. But I need to back up and tell you, this guy who is an industrialist, he came up on a rural farm back in the day during the Cultural Revolution. And so when he came to the big city, he bought the farm with him. He had on that farm, right outside his big mansion, he had chickens, he had rabbits, he had ducks. And so when I get in bed, I lay down for about 20 minutes and I hear, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo at 1:30 in the morning. I sit up, what the hell? So lay back down, same thing. Every hour on the hour, this rooster is crowing like it's daylight or the crack of dawn. And so when I get up in the morning, the young man, the son of the house, runs up to me and says, my name is Ben. He says, Uncle Ben, how did you sleep? And first I take offense. What's this Uncle Ben shit, You talking about Uncle Ben on the rice? Ain't no ancient Jemima. So my son said, hey, Dad, cool it. That's an honorific. They call people uncles and aunts, older folks. Leave that USB BS back home. Be cool. I said, oh, okay. A little cultural difference here. Uncle Ben, how'd you sleep? I said, well, Energy. His name is Energy. That's another story. I said, well, Energy, the bed was comfortable. I loved the room. He said, but you got a rooster outside that can't tell time. He crowed every hour on the hour. I didn't get no sleep. Oh, Uncle Ben, I'm so sorry, so sorry. We'll make sure you have a good night's sleep tonight. I didn't think anything of it. I ate the breakfast. He says, all right, come on outside. Come on outside. I want to show you something. And so I walk outside with him and my son, and he runs over to the chicken coop. And he runs around there, and he grabs the first rooster. Grabs the rooster. And he tells my son, come, come. And he calls his mom out. And my son grabs the rooster by the feet. He grabs the rooster by the neck. Mom comes out with a big old round stainless steel pan and with a big pair of scissors. And they proceed to cut the chicken's neck right there. And I said, ho, what's up? What are y'all doing? This chicken will not bother you again, Uncle Ben. You will sleep good tonight. And I said, no need. Oh, my God. And I'm feeling awful. And so they drained the chicken's blood, and I stagger back inside the house. I said, God, what have I done? And so I go upstairs, and my son says, hey, you got to roll with it, Dad. You got to roll with it. Don't blow this contract for me. Don't fuck this shit up for me, all right? Just be cool. Go with the flow. I said, all right, man, but damn, chicken, man, I didn't, the rooster, it wasn't that bad. And so my son goes to the factory and does his thing, and Energy takes me around the town. I've still got this damn rooster on my mind, feeling guilty as hell. So we come back to the pad. Time to eat dinner. And so I try to drink away my guilt, drinking that Chinese White Lightning and knocking it back with the beer, Chinese beer, and the Lazy Susan come around. And then it stops in front of me. Bam! Uncle Ben, we have a special treat for you tonight. Here's the rooster. And the rooster was there on the plate. The mother had baked the chicken, had baked the rooster rather, and had put all this different sauce on it. And Uncle Ben, you can eat first. You eat the first. Here, take the head. The head is, oh, no. In fact, I don't want any of this, and I don't want any of this. My son kicked me under the table, said, eat some of the damn rooster. And so I take the drumstick. We like drumsticks. I chew the drumstick, and it's tough as leather, but I have to admit the sauce is good. And so I said, that's cool. And so the meal finishes up, and I'm feeling bad, and I'm sleepy as hell. And I said, wow, I got to go to bed, but at least I'm going to get me a good night's sleep. And so I crawl up in that big redwood bed, and I lay down, settle on in, and fall asleep. And within 20 minutes, I hear, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo. I sat up in the bed, and I said, damn, they killed the wrong chicken, the wrong rooster. Oh, Lord, today. Be careful what you ask for and what you eat.